To get the whole picture of what's happening in this image, it's important to understand that this, to me, represents sort of a bookend, or not necessarily a bookend because that implies completion, but a companion to a picture that I took, about 2 years ago, I think. I've got it linked on the blog, and the idea in both pictures is kind of the same, but the execution is pretty different. And maybe the equipment that I use to shoot it, I mean, I use kind of the same, but kind of different equipment, both 50mm lens. But in the first one, it's the same idea with some green leaves and a water drop on one of the leaves. And you get a sense that there's a bigger picture going on. There's actually several leaves in the original photo. There's some foreground and some background elements, and there's just a lot more going on. Whereas in this picture, it's more focused. There's just this little, I don't even know what you call it. It's not leaves. It's like stalks of a plant. I don't know. We got these all around campus at Oklahoma State University, and I went out one day. It was rainy, or it had just finished raining, and everything was drenched in water, and these are being lit from behind, and I thought it would make a really cool picture, especially with my close-up filter. So I took kind of the same picture that I took before, and I've actually taken several of these types of pictures where it's just water droplets on nature, and I think they're cool pictures to take. And that's kind of one thing that I've learned here also, is that even though this is a companion piece to the original, and in some ways it looks a lot like the original, it also represents to me a transformation of the original in that it's got some similar elements, but there's a lot that's clearly different about it, and a lot of that stems from how I approached this picture as opposed to the original picture, and my using the filters, using close-up filters to get really close to this one droplet of water. Both pictures are, they're unique. I'm not going to say one is better than the other, but to me, I don't even know that I like this as much. And I kind of like that in the original picture, in the 2014 version, the droplet of water is smaller, but there's more going on, and there's like a bigger picture, there's a bigger context for it. So it was kind of interesting to me to see the comparison between these two. I will say, though, that this is, to me, one more of these types of pictures. And I was worried a little bit when I took this. I was thinking, well, I keep taking these same types of pictures, droplets of water on leaves or grass or whatever it might be. But, I realized that's okay. I like that. And it's kind of a fun type of picture to take. So there's nothing wrong with taking more of the same style of pictures. And in fact, it's kind of nice to have a particular style of picture, or maybe a favorite type of picture that you like to take, and then just do that for a while and get really good at that. It's sort of like practicing something over and over, not just, in this case, photography, the overarching principles of photography, but this one particular type of photography, droplets on leaves. And I think I'm going to continue doing that. So you may see more of these here on the blog in the coming weeks and months. I don't know. We'll have to find out. But if anything, I think it's worth revisiting what you've done and seeing what you did last time, what you're going to do this time, how that might inform what you're going to do next time, and continue advancing your skills in that sort of along that continuum.